Hello there, my name is Derek Tobias, and I am the world's biggest Wes Anderson fan. This here is my Blu-ray copy of The Royal Tenenbaums, so I'll sometimes read the back to the rats. Chaz, Ben Stiller, started buying real estate in his early teens and seemed to have an almost preternatural understanding of international finance. Is this resonating with you guys at all? They love it. I was born in a submarine, and my favorite book is Catcher in the Rye. I like to whittle my own pipes, and this one I've named Wes, after my favorite director, Wes Anderson. For some reason, it reminds me of him. So here's to you, Wes. I'm not very good at that, but I'm getting better, Wes. This is my stepsister slash fiance, Junifer Rose. Love my life. And the daughter of my mom's husband. I guess you could say we're almost like family.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're just gonna keep getting closer.
I'm gonna get real close to you.
Yeah.
Do you remember the part in Fantastic Mr. Fox where he's like, "You wrote a bad song. You're a bad songwriter." Remember that part? I like that part. I like accordions.
The box includes 5 sets from the start of that 3-week trip. Miles sounds rested and in good lip over
He
the
does.
firm,
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that the trumpet they're playing, he sounds rested and well lipped. My favorite Lunchables are the ones that have Reese's in them. Because I have a peanut allergy, but I like to live dangerously. What do you think your favorite part of the movie is gonna be? I think my favorite part is going to be the part where it's in the trailer. It's in the trailer. It really made me laugh. There's an explosion and the dog looks at the camera and he goes, "Wow!" That made me laugh. I'm excited for that part of the movie. My favorite kind of wood is the kind that smells nice. We did it. We parked. We are on our way to the Uptown Theater. I'm so excited. Can we go yet?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. We knew he was gonna make more movies. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be really good.
Yeah, you know that it's gonna win the Oscar next year.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it. I can't believe it's real.
You know, I think if this was a contest for the best Wes Anderson fans, that we'd totally.
Pretty obvious who the main characters are in this place. The person with the coolest fucking hat. Look, I can put it up. And now I look. Sorry. Now I'm handsomer. Okay, I'm gonna just see how many of these I can catch in my mouth before the movie starts.
You're so good the other night.
Oh.
Oh, hey. And I kind of look like Margot Tenenbaum, don't I?
You look a little bit like Hillary Clinton. I've never noticed. Isle of Dogs is the 11th feature-length film by director Wes Anderson and his second stop-motion film after Fantastic Mr. Fox. Before I get into the review, I just want to touch briefly on the political reception. This film's been getting some heat for its depiction of Japan and has been considered racist by, I'm pretty sure, almost every rotten review it's had on Rotten Tomatoes. With this film, I kind of get it in the sense that the main girl, Tracy. She's a side character, but she's really just there to be like the white English-speaking character who connects dots that the rest of the Japanese citizens just seem to ignore. I mean, and that is pretty baseline whitewashing. I mean, anytime you set a film in a foreign language and have the main character be white, people get mad. All right, let's Rubik's Cubics up this shit. Woo! By the way, real quick before I start, I think I'm just gonna edit this in the past. Rubik's Cubes have been unedited, so I can prove that I'm actually solving the Rubik's Cube, and it's not editing trickery. But I can do it. There's proof. There's video evidence. This, just for quality's sake, it's gonna be edited. But I promise you, I'm a genius. 3, 2, 1, go! On a technical standpoint, this movie is nearly a 10. There's one thing technically that really stood out to me as just... It's a nitpick that only I'm going to have. I feel like it's a nitpick only I'm going to have, because there's a consistent artistic decision made anytime a television is shown. I don't know that the decision made to make all of the TV broadcasts 2D animation was really worth anything other than just making the movie be like, oh hey, you seen anime? This part kind of looks like an anime. Other than that, the visuals in this film were exactly what I expected. Breathtaking landscapes and some of the most creative animated cinematography and stop motion imagery I've ever seen. I thought Fantastic Mr. Fox was gorgeous, but the animation in this is not only improved upon, it's much more stylized. This film is, you know, in a lot of ways an homage or a love letter to Akira Kurosawa's filmmaking. The attention to framing, it's still very Wes Anderson, but I think it borrows beautifully from certain films like Rashomon or, I mean, even Dreams. I felt like I could see the inspirations. However, I don't just judge films on technical aspects, I judge them as a whole. There were plot elements that felt very forced or cliched. There was a certain fake out towards the beginning. There is a kind of drastic piece of information given to the characters, and everyone reacts to this drastic piece of information. And then they kind of just go, "Oh, psych! That was just a." That was just a gaffe. That was just a goof. I found myself, you know, after that happened, a little bit like, what was the point of the fake out in the first place, if not, you know, just to add a little bit more drama? There were a few parts. Oh, I solved it already. I didn't mean to do that. No, I mentioned this before when talking about critiquing the film politically. But not only did it feel a little bit whitewashy to have the main girl speak English almost entirely when she's supposed to be a foreign language student in Japan. Even if it was politically sound, it still feels like a weird plot hole. I've never been a foreign exchange student, but I've met a couple. She doesn't even speak Japanese in class, which, if I'm not mistaken, a foreign exchange student should be expected to speak in school. That bothered me. Cool.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I kind of have to scrape to find many bad things to say about it. Every time there was something in a scene that I thought was maybe a little bit over the top or contrived, the film did something just gorgeous and unspeakably charming to win me back. It's hard to find someone who doesn't like chocolate. And Wes Anderson is kind of like cinematic chocolate. He's a little treat. Sometimes he might be too sweet for some people, and sometimes he might be a little bit too silly for his movie's well-being. But be damned if I say he's a bad director. I'd be damned if I said this movie's a bad movie. Let's wrap this up. The movie is pretty good. There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of great things. There's a couple bad things. And maybe a couple racist things. At the end of the day, I gotta come up with a point. And so my subjective point for now is that I'm giving Isle of Dogs an 8 out of 10.